Hello everyone, it's Peter here from Garden Goodness Australia, and I'm just going to show you a new product that we have in stock for growing one of my favourite plants, chilies and capsicums. You might remember that each year in about February we run a very special chili and capsicum festival, and for those of you who are into growing these sorts of plants, now is a really good time to be getting those going if you haven't started them already. So remember that these plants are basically subtropical, they come from South America. You want to be planting them out once the weather warms up, so in October, November, right through to February. So in the meantime, something like a heat mat is a really good way to ensure your seedlings get a really good warm start to their life cycle. So let's have a look at how we can get a beautiful capsicum plant like this started with a heat mat. I'm going to unbox the packets and we're going to have a look through. So first we have the seed starter heat mat. This sits underneath your growing tray. So it comes in a tie-up bag like this. And if we unroll it, you can see that it comes out as a black mat, which will perfectly fit our growing area. This mat is 250 ml by 500 ml. It gives you a few instructions. So it talks about a flat dry surface that's nice and warm. You plug it into a 240 volt outlet, same as we have all around Australia, and we make sure that we put our propagation tray on top of the heat mat. Now we do sell the domes that sit on top of these trays, so you can actually make sure the heat stays in like a little greenhouse, but you plug this into your power point and that gets your heat mat working really well. We want a nice consistent temperature for the heat mat to work properly, and as part of that we might want a thermostat which can make sure your temperature is perfect. So we'll just show you how to set up the thermostat in a short second. Okay, so I've now set up my completed thermostat. We have a probe here which sits inside our growing tray, and this makes sure that we get the correct temperature of where the seedlings are at. There will be different temperature ranges inside your box. You get an information sheet. You get some temperature ranges on there, so it depends what you're growing as to what temperature you want to set your thermostat to. Get that running, plug in your main cord, which comes from the heat mat, straight into the wall. And basically what it does is it makes sure the heat mat runs at the correct temperature right through the growing process. So that way your plants, your seedlings won't be struggling due to cold or hot extremes. The thermostat will turn down that heat if it's a bit warmer, or it will lift it if it's a bit colder. So I hope that information is helpful for setting up your growing area. You can use this as well for flowers as well as veggies and any other kinds of seedlings. Thank you very much for watching along, and feel free to come and have a look at our heat mat range at Garden Goodness Smithfield. Thank you.